Today we're going to talk a little bit about being able to go into those sensations. Create a visualization of something that made you really happy and experience life. Feeling your fullest. Maybe conquering something you didn't feel you had the ability to do. Or just the pride in somebody else's face and that glow that comes out. And I love the exercise we all talked about doing in the mirror to ourselves. Boy, sometimes it's really hard to represent to ourselves. Ladies, you and I, we put makeup on at times, and you do it for the makeup and you do it for the overall look, but then you leave, but do you look into your eyes and your soul when you're doing it? No, or that's the facade. The reality of who we are and how we represent the world. Inside is really important to be able to value those good and wonderful things. Now, one of the things that happened that shocked my world was I was a victim of a violent crime. And it was horrifying and physically, emotionally, mentally damaging because your security, I mean, you have problems and issues to deal with, but something like that, having a gun to your head is something that is so terrifying. If you've known victims that go like this, they wear it, victim, victim, I had known some of those people. And my goal was to be able to live life not flashing victim. To live vitality and authentically, even though I had gone through something. But yeah, it was horrifying, but why would you wear that? And you know when people make rash judgments, rash decisions, and they don't give themselves a moment to think? You know what all it takes? 5 seconds. Get away from the reactionary mind, because does the reactionary mind have a lot of intelligence? Reactions, emotions, high emotions. You'll make your worst decisions when you're at a high emotional state. What does it take to be able to shift to the conscious feeling, sometimes analytical, sometimes the part of your brain that can go a little bit past. What's wrong with decisions young people make? No front cortex is not finished developing, so they don't take the consequences. Take a breath, 5 seconds, that's enough. For that connection in the brain to happen. We're feeling negative. We use the terminology negative and positive polarity. When our system is just off that day, it can be toxins, it could be we didn't eat right, the changes in the weather happening. If you're on a consistent basis of here's your neutral, and little things you take advantage of that brighten your day, the picture of your kid, your loved one, your neutral. Where's your neutral? Is it always in the same place? No, we all have different ones depending on the modality of what we're doing. So a normal and average polarity. If something hits us and goes down, we can rotate back. If we're in a negative polarity to begin with, then we go to devastation. And all the chemistry in our body, it's skewed. They can do blood tests and see the chemicals in the body. The blood is stuck together, not going well, not moving, not flowing. There are things we can do to change our polarity. Okay, one of the easiest ones, we're going to get more into tapping, but take your right hand and right below the center of your left collarbone is one of your largest lymph glands. And if you tap on it, you're sending pulses. What is the percentage of fluids in your body? Women about 70-75%, unless we're carrying water loaded. Men standard about 80%, our brain about 85%. Okay, it goes, it varies. I thought it was just all one figure, and somebody corrected me, so I looked it up. That's important to recognize. So you know when you tap water and the rings go through? Your body loves pulses because it's vital to its function, right? The pulses. So now what I want you to imagine. Pardon? Like doof doof music? Doof, pulse, bang, 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 bang. We can feel music inside, right? Because it does the rhythm, it soaks in. So this, the tapping, if it's super sensitive here, that means you have a lot of cleansing that needs to be done. Because remember the lymph glands help with cleansing. You can go through and see if there's some relief, but what this is doing is sending a pulse through hydrated, what's a neuron look like? Oh, it's all kind of, you can keep tapping if you like. It's all just soaked down. You need the fluids and it needs to open up. If you're tense, and it's like this, right? You know, those reactions, how long can you handle that? You're going to deplete your body, and are they really conducive to getting nutrients? Then no, they're actually pushing everything out. A soft neuron in the fluids in your body. And imagine that pulse that you just created going through. It's dancing, it's moving really nice and gently. That's a healthy state. That's good balanced polarities. So tapping here just for a few minutes can help change the polarity. It can adjust it to a positive. How do you recuperate and come back to a normal? How do you make thoughts that are sad, that are you? It's important to feel those things. You don't want to be cold, but how do you come back to just that normal? Do you know the more often you do it, the more confidence in your ability? You're building it like a muscle. Emotional shifts are amazing things.